Hello ladies and gents, welcome to Zurich Auto Show. We're checking out the new Alfa Romeo for the first time on the channel. This is the new Junior. Alfa is now part of the Stelantis group, so this is a shared platform. Now we have a interesting front end look at the sides as well. Looks really gorgeous. Now you can see the new daytime running lights on the top and at the bottom. We can see here Alfa Romeo signature. You can see the lens, and then we have this well, piano black or kind of gray details there, here, and on the bottom part. Now this area is open since an EV doesn't need too much air intake. There's also air intake on the top. We have here Alfa Romeo badge in here, radars below, and then we have the classical badge on the top. You can also see the red metallic color. If I back up, it does look sporty and nice, but maybe this is design-wise a little bit busy. Now this one's EV. There's the other car we're going to check also later. Now we can see the alloys. These are interesting, like a cross or a maybe plus sign. These are 20-inch, beautiful diamond cut on this matte gray. These are Michelin tires, 225/40 R20, Michelin Pilot Sport EV. You can see the Veloce signature, black side mirrors, and black roof. You can see the dash, it looks a bit plasticky. 2 speakers, Alfa Romeo badge. There's a light sensor, rain sensor, and a lane assist camera. This is double laminated front windshield. Now here you can see the turn signal, and you can see there's a puddle light, blind spot in the mirror itself. There's a little light to warn you for the cars. Now if we check the profile, you can see there's a little red line on the skirt there. So once again, the profile without the gentleman. Black B-pillars, a rubberized bottom, tinted windows on the back. We have a flush handle here. The driver has unlock lock, physical cylinder, shark fin antenna off a little, maybe a snake or a dragon there. Not really sure what that's supposed to be. AC, DC for the EV. So this is fully electric. View at the back alloy, and let's check out the rear. So interesting design. So since this is an EV, this is nice and flat diffuser. So this is smooth finish in gray, and then a red accent at the bottom. We have cold lights for the license plate illumination. We have nice and sharp LED taillights, and the spoiler is coming down from the body. It has little tips on the end. You see the stoplight on the top, and then the taillights are also sort of like a spoiler. You can see the backing camera and Alfa Romeo signature. You can see also reverse LED lights. Now press to open. Okay, it's a little delay when you press it. That's the height. I'm gonna step on the platform for the height comparison. So you can see that opens nice and tall. You can see the opening. You can press here to close or program the height. When you adjust the height, you hold the button until you hear a confirmation. Now, very spacious cargo space. Easy accessible. We have a cover on the top. You can take it off. This is nice and flat, and there's an extra room there, so you can put it down. Maybe I've missed a step here in this one. So you get an extra 2, 3, 4 fingers of height, and it can go fully down like that. So you can see you can get extra depth here, 5 and then maybe 7 fingers of height. Now if we put it back to the top, you can just check here. There's some room for a patching kit. Now on the right side we have a grocery hook on both ends. This is closed, and on the left we have a cold light and a 12-volt outlet. Seats knocked down 60/40. Now let's get on the back here. So we have this aerodynamic handles. Now I've noticed that someone has pushed the seat all the way back. You can see that. These are the sport seats I saw in the Fiat 600e. So let's check here. Well, this is all hard plastic on the back, big handles, powered windows, and the gentleman has moved the seat a little bit forward so we can see how that looks. We can see here leather red contrast stitching, Alcantara perforated in the middle. We can see the top here. If I move in with the camera, and they'll get lens flares. Now I'm gonna mute the music inside. Okay, now you can see the headrest here. You can press and you can lower this one down, and we can knock down the seat. And you can see there's extra room underneath. Let's hop inside. Now, it's kind of tight here because the seat is way back. And these are really not comfortable because this has this molding. So you can see the back sport seats. Now the gentleman has moved the seat forward, so I will be okay now. But if it's a taller person on the front, it's a little bit limited. Here you can see a USB-C for fast charging. No air vents. Now interesting, beautiful design here. There's perforation and then red background. You can see the ISOFIX behind the zippers. You can see the headrest. So we have a black roof liner. This is the view behind us. We have touch lights on the top. Let's hear the closing sound. And headspace is actually quite okay. So that's that for a 2 meter tall person. It's spacious. Seatbelts are not height adjustable. And we're gonna get on the front as soon as the gentleman finishes up. I'm gonna check the new interior. Now a little shallow closing, the doors open nice and wide. So you can see that. You can see here we have Alcantara. This is all part of the Stelantis group, all power windows. You can disable the rear speaker there. And here we can see Alfa Romeo signature. You can see the tire pressure. And we can see here Sabelt sport seats. Now these are sport seats, they have big bolsters. Nicely profiled, they're quite comfortable. Alfa Romeo signature and badge on the top. You can see the ambient lights. These are all blanks here. You can see ambient lights in the air vents. And let's jump inside. Now, also Alfa Romeo there. Let's raise the window. Now opening and closing once again. Still resonating a little bit when you close it up, but fine. Let's switch to wide lens. Now this is the point of view. Looks very sporty. Zooming back in. Okay, we have a 3-spoke steering wheel. Alcantara on the top, leather on the bottom, also Alcantara at the bottom. Now, nice physical buttons. We all know these from the Stelantis group. Now, these look quite fancy. Closed, open, they change colors. You also have ambient colors next to the Speedo. Hard plastic, there's a speaker there. And this is padded with Alcantara. It looks nice and fancy, although a little bit dark. You have the shortcuts here for the infotainment that's below. Odd choice there. We have AC controls. Now here we have let me see if I can turn these on. Here we have Alfa Romeo wireless charger, 2 USB-Cs. Start stop engine, reverse neutral drive, park, B4 recuperation, driving modes, dynamic, natural, advanced efficiency. This is a fancy word for eco. Parking brake, and you have those. This one's soft, extends, and if you push this one, it goes up. So these little stars here in the video are just the pixels on the camera. Ignore that, please. And here you can see there is a storage room. You can have either a small cup, if you hit this right, or a bigger cup. So as you can see that, there is just plastic at the bottom. And there's a little room there as well. but not too shabby. So headspace, plenty of headroom on the front. But before we check the digital cockpit and the infotainment, just to look here, bezel-less mirror, good overview in the rear. This is all part of the Stelantis group. You can press twice to open the power tailgate. Emergency call, road assistance, you can switch these off. And on the top we have here rear mirror and document holder. Now let's focus on the digital cockpit here for a moment. Now you can press this one for the views and this one for the trip computer. So you can see here, and if I press here, you can see lane assist, you can see maps, energy flow, and the battery status. You can see also on the right side range and battery percentage. So trip computer. Now here we have interesting home display. We have maps, you can have full screen. Now this should be nice and fast. They've really did a good job on this one. And here you have home button. You have apps. You can play with all of these. You have here energy. Now we're in Switzerland when you have German part. It's a German speaking area. No, this is all part of the Stelantis group. I won't go through this. Of course, you have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but very nice. That's that. Now we're gonna exit. Well, okay, let me pop the bonnet so just to have a complete review of the electric model, and we're gonna go to the spec and check quickly the petrol version. So push to the left, you can see the mechanism, and they even added Alfa Romeo badge on the electric motor cover. You can see here washer fluid. Let it drop. Now here we can see 280 horsepower. Wow, that's a stronger electric motor. 90 kilowatts is the power consumption. You can see here Junior electric. This is in Swiss francs the price. So let me just come here. You can see that a little bit better. Now 280 horsepower. You can see the Newton meters. Top speed is 200 kilometers. 0 to 100 in 5.9 seconds. And that's that. Now I'm gonna turn the hazards quickly, and we're gonna move to the auto model. So the daytime running lights on the top switch to turn signals. Now let's get on the back. So the small one at the end switches to turn signal there. So gorgeous looking EV. A lot of power. And now to the petrol. So you can see the petrol version. Now it has a different bottom. You can see two exhaust pipes. Now let's check the cargo, also power tailgates. Press once. Now I just want to see the difference in the cargo room. So you have a room for a spare tire where you would have maybe a battery or portion of the battery in the EV. You can see the alloys, these are different. And let's just check the interior really quick. So this one has the textile seats inside. You see the textile. And we're gonna move to the front. As soon as this gentleman finishes up, we're gonna come to the front as well. So this one's a little bit different. You can see when he flashes the lights. And this one has a different, less busy maybe, Alfa Romeo leathers. Now just to check out the spec here, we have 136 horsepower petrol. This is probably the mild hybrid one. 1.2 liter, 136 horsepower. You can see here the price in Swiss francs. Full LED matrix headlights, so that's great. And let me just show you the inside. So here we have this recycled plastic material. We have cloth seats. We have the Alfa Romeo badge, and we have a different steering wheel. If I am correct, it doesn't have the Alcantara. Now let me just slide in here. We have the sport paddles. This one's slightly different if I'm not mistaken. So you can see the speedometer on the Petrol. The inside part is the same, but you have a different speedometer. Now let me close the door. This one has this leather here. The top is the same. This is the same start-stop engine. This one has the manual driving modes, dynamic, neutral, and advanced efficiency, same more or less. So you can see this one, and you can see the seats material. This is cloth and looks okay. And this one we have more lights. I actually don't remember if I turned on the lights on the other one, but that is that. And we will pop the bonnet so you can see the Petrol. For the very end, and there it is. So that's the mild hybrid setup there. You can see the washer fluid, and that's that. I have to say I like this Alfa Romeo badge that's black and silver, so no colors for the little dragon or whatever that's supposed to be. And I do prefer this color maybe personally, but that's that. Tell me in the comments how do you like the new Alfa Junior, and hope to see you in the next video. If you want to see more from Zurich Auto Show, do subscribe and click the bell to get notified when I upload more videos. Thank you for watching. Bye.